Greetings, the bearded format again. So what I'm going to do today is, when I've been going around in a motorhome and over the years I've been doing it, obviously I've got equipment I use like a laptop and drones and stuff like that. So this is just a quick thing on opening up your laptop. You get dust. I don't know. This is my sort of daily driver laptop I use when I'm away. So I haven't actually opened this and I can just see a little bit of dirt on the fan. So I thought I'd show you what I do and how I do it as a bit of a geek. So let's have a little look inside, shall we? Okay, right, let's have a little look then. So before we get started, I use little tools. So I thought I'd show you what I use. So this is a little 28-in-1 electric screwdriver kit. It's really handy. You can get them really cheap off of all sorts of shopping places. It's got, as you can see, it's got every single sort of anti-tamper screws that you look at something and go, I haven't got anything like that. Well, these are quite nicely organised for you in a little order there. Little charging cable, a magnetizer, so it's quite handy. And it also comes with a little spludger, which is the tool of the gods as far as I'm concerned, because without this you just don't get in anywhere. So very handy little things. And the actual driver itself, which is really nice actually. Got a good bit of torque to it. A little battery light here. If it's going low it will go red. Push this button, you got a little torch for if it's a little bit dark where you're trying to go. And really simple back and forward. And that's it. So I've kind of found the bit I need. So that's basically, I don't know if we can get that in a focus, but yep, that's the bit I need. And then off we go. So have a little look on the back. Hopefully we'll get this back in focus. Yep. And let's have a little go. So just find it, don't over tighten. Always give it a manual undo first, and then voila. And out come your screws, just like this. And we'll just work our way along. And it's always best to take them out in the orientation or the position that you took them out in and lay them just in front of the holes. Sometimes doing a lot of laptops over the years and repairing a lot of stuff, and generally being a geek, I found out that sometimes you can have a, how do we say it? Sometimes you can have a screw that's just a bit longer than the others, and you'll think you put it with the others, like this one here. These ones on the front, noticeably shorter than the other ones, so they'll line up on the front. A little bit of focus there, fantastic. Right, as I say, a little bit of a manual twist first. And there we go. Tiny little things, don't want to lose them, so if you've got a nice white cloth, that's what I do, put them in the white bits. It's always sort of maintenance, I would say. Every so often, maybe, depending on the environment it lives in. Obviously we all think we live in dust-free palaces, but sometimes that's not the case. These things will suck in dust like a thing possessed. So we might need this, we might not. So what I'm going to do is just have a little look on the side. So it looks like this panel just comes off. Just got to find a way in. So we'll try, we can see here. I'm going to go for that bit there. Let's have a little look what happens. Yep, it looks like I've got some sort of, so like I say, these spludges are, there we go. Just took the corner there, just heard a pop. So with our little spludger, just run along. It should hear some pops as it goes along. There we go. Lovely jubbly, don't force it, just let it naturally go along. There we go. That's what we like to hear. It can be a little bit intimidating at first, but trust me, these things were put together by man, therefore they shall be opened by man. and let's try and get in there. There we go. Just run it along until we've got a nice, there, voila. So I think I'm clean as hell. My motorhome's always clean as hell, and even I can be disappointed. As you can see, a little bit of dust along the main grille. That's where it pulls in all the air. So you can see over time it does build up. So then, nice and easy, we have another little useful friend here, the little brush. Just a soft little brush to just gently brush off all the little dust. Quite a nice little machine, this OLED 14-inch Lenovo Yoga 7, I believe. It's got like a 22 core i7 155 processor, 16 gig of RAM. I think that's hard soldered to the board, so it's not upgradable. But then, to be honest, for a portable netbook stroke laptop, it's convertible as well, so the screen folds right the way around on the keyboard, turns into a giant tablet. Anyway, I digress. So all I do is just agitate the dust out of the fan. It's a very thin fan. It's metal, so you're not going to break it, but if you just brush away and just disturb that dust, and then I'll show you another little toy. It's very handy. So when you've gone all the way around, just nice and gentle, so you kind of like just pushed away the dirt from where it was naturally collating, if you like. There we go. It's looking a lot more respectable. I can get rid of some excess stuff. However, I do have one of these, which, if you never tried one of these before, they're brilliant. They're little handheld turbine fans, and I love this thing. It just gets rid of anything. This is basically the box it comes in. As I say, you can get them online. They're not expensive, but what this is I don't even know if we can get the actual, it's around about, something around about 20,000 RPM. So you flick it on and you can see a little power gauge there. I believe if you click here, you've got a light on the bottom, and then you've got it flashes. Also, you've got, if you hold the actual fire button, there's a turbo, I believe. Hold on, there we go. You've got a front light as well, so if you're working in a dark area like this. So then, hold on, if I turn that light off first, so you've got 4 stages of this. So you've got stage 1, quite powerful. It's a nice gentle breeze, but it'll knock over, it'll push the sputter off the desk. Then we have a 2. If you can hear, that increases substantially. 3, very powerful. This will push a Coke can over now. And if you go back to 0, hold it, you get the maximum, which is pushing my hand over to the left. It's crazy powerful. So I only need maybe 1 or 2 settings to do this, but what I'm going to do now, bearing in mind I have tiny little screws, so I'm just going to move these out of the way because they will go flying. And I should do, bring the laptop over to me a bit and just put it on 1, and you can just blow away any dust around the edges. These little bits along here, little disturbing with the fan, and it just takes it all away. And I'm just going to work through the actual grills. And now I've got a little bit of a turbo. I have to hold this up, getting the fans at the top. In the top here there's fans, so I'm going to blow through. And that, as you can see now, if I just put all this down, it's clean enough. And that is it. It really is that simple. Over a little duration of time, no matter how clean your room is or wherever this thing lives, it will suck up dust, and there is nothing you can do about it. It's just the way it goes. So in the name of maintenance, on the top as well, I'll just give this lid a clean. In fact, we'll just blow it, see if we can get this off. And then give it a little bit of the dust. Just move it out of the way a second. And voila, just disturbs the dust off the grill. One more for luck, and I'll just do this over here, and there we go. So we should just be able to pop that back on. It's nice and clean, I'm happy with that. And let's see, should just click into place. Most laptop lids just find a little click. You can sometimes see there's teeth on the edge here, so that means it's going to go in, tuck itself under like so, and there we are. Click it back into place like that. And it's the first time I've opened this, so that's what I'm trying to say with most laptops nowadays. They're pretty much designed to be taken apart. So don't think, oh no, it's really expensive, I'm going to break it. Trust me. Take your time, undo every screw nice and easy, and you shouldn't have any issues at all, unless you're really brutal. And then rinse and repeat. I'll put the torch on. You hear that? It just tightened up itself, so a little nick. Find the thread. Just a manual first. There we go. And just a little tweak yourself. Start it off manually so you don't go straight in and thread it. And there it goes, just a little tweak. Nice little fiddly ones now at the front, so you could probably load this up, place it if it's got enough magnetic charge, which it has, and then find its little turning area. There you go. I didn't put any stress on it, I just done that. And another one. They're very fiddly, but hey, wouldn't be fun if it wasn't fiddly, would it? Just like that. So you've just got a little bit of magnetic charge there, enough. Find its way. Naturally stops on the torque. I mean, it is, trust me, they are tiny. But it's not a big laptop. A bit of magnetic needed. Pop that in there. Start to turn. It stops on its own, little tweak. Last one, I won't keep you long. Like I said, a little bit fiddly, but after a while you'll get the hang of it. Find its little first turns, little tweak, job done. Turn the light off, happy days. And there we have a nicely put back together. As I say, it's a convertible, so you can open it up and go all the way. Tablet, keyboard locks off, and then you can go back to a laptop like so. And there we go. You can even see where the main fan's here. So I just blew from the back of those straight the way through to the fan, nice and clean. And there we go. I hope that was helpful. The same principle applies, I say, on most laptops you can buy. They're all pretty much designed now to take the back off and do a little bit of cleaning. So thanks for watching. Cheers.